Welcome to Charles Travels, the podcast where we explore the heart of America, one story at a time. I'm your host, Charles, and I'm glad you're joining me today as we venture into the world of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. As we begin our journey, let's take a moment to appreciate the beauty of everyday life. The crisp autumn air is filling our lungs, and the vibrant colors of fall are painting the landscapes across our great nation. It's a time for harvest, for gratitude, and for reflection on the simple pleasures that make life rich. But amidst this picturesque backdrop, there's a story unfolding that affects millions of Americans. A story about the struggle to put food on the table, to make ends meet, and to find dignity in the face of adversity. I'm talking about the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, which is facing a critical juncture. As of now, over 40 million low-income individuals who rely on SNAP benefits to purchase groceries are bracing themselves for reduced assistance or even complete loss of support. The Department of Agriculture's threat to withhold billions of dollars in contingency funding has sent ripples of concern throughout communities that depend on these vital resources. Let's take a moment to consider the human impact of this decision. Imagine being a single mother working 2 jobs, struggling to provide for her children, and relying on SNAP benefits to ensure they have nutritious meals. Or, picture a retiree living on a fixed income, who depends on these benefits to supplement their groceries and make ends meet. As we travel through the heart of America, we often find ourselves in small towns, where the fabric of community is woven tightly around local traditions and customs. We see the dignity of ordinary work, the beauty of everyday life, and the importance of taking care of one another. And that's precisely what SNAP benefits represent: a safety net that allows people to maintain their dignity, even in the face of hardship. As we navigate this complex issue, let's remember the wisdom found in small towns, where neighbors look out for each other and community support is a way of life. Let's celebrate the power of individual stories, like those of the people affected by SNAP funding, and recognize the connection between people and place that makes America so remarkable. We'll be right back with more fascinating travel adventures on Charles Travels. Welcome back to Charles Travels, where we're exploring the fascinating stories and people that make America so unique. As we continue our journey, let's take a trip to New Jersey, where a local election candidate has been making headlines with his unconventional approach to politics. Imagine walking into a township meeting, expecting a routine discussion of local issues, but instead being greeted by a martial arts spectacle. That's exactly what happened when an independent candidate, dressed in full martial arts gear, unleashed a series of flying kicks and punches through his own protest signs. It was a dramatic display that left onlookers stunned and wondering what to make of it all. As we delve into this story, let's consider the context. This candidate is running as an outsider, trying to shake up the status quo and bring attention to his platform. In a world where politics can often feel stale and predictable, his unorthodox approach has certainly generated buzz. But beyond the theatrics, what does this say about the state of local politics and the desire for change? As we travel through small towns in rural America, we often encounter individuals who are passionate about making a difference in their communities. They may not always use conventional methods, but their dedication and creativity can be inspiring. This candidate's martial arts display may have been unorthodox, but it speaks to a deeper desire for authenticity and connection with the people he's trying to represent. Let's also appreciate the art of martial arts itself, which requires discipline, focus, and practice. The precision and skill involved in executing those flying kicks and punches are a testament to the human body's capacity for movement and expression. In an era where we often prioritize technology over physicality, it's refreshing to see someone embracing their bodily abilities as a form of self-expression. As we reflect on this story, let's remember that politics is ultimately about people and their stories. It's about the struggles, hopes, and fears that drive us to participate in the democratic process. This candidate's unusual approach may have raised eyebrows, but it also highlights the importance of creativity, passion, and community engagement in shaping our local governments. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Charles Travels. Welcome back to Charles Travels. As we wrap up another journey through the world of fascinating stories and intriguing characters, I'd like to take you to the realm of fashion and design. Today, we're going to talk about a remarkable individual who's making waves in the luxury fashion industry. Her name is Grace Wales Bonner, and she's the newly appointed designer at the esteemed House of Hermès. As I delved into her story, I was struck by the unique blend of cultural influences that shape her designs. Born in London to an English mother and a Jamaican father, Wales Bonner's work is infused with an Afro-Atlantic spirit that sets her apart from other designers. Her eponymous label has been praised for its soulful tailoring and distinctive take on European heritage. One of the most interesting aspects of Wales Bonner's career is her collaboration with Adidas. Who would have thought that a luxury fashion designer would team up with a sportswear brand to create something truly innovative? The result was a collection that explored 1970s subcultures from the perspective of Caribbean youth in London, featuring bold, colorful designs and a fresh take on the classic Samba trainer. As I explored Wales Bonner's background, I discovered that she's not just a talented designer, but also a curious and creative individual who's passionate about exploring different cultures and artistic expressions. She's curated exhibitions, dressed celebrities like Lewis Hamilton for the Met Gala, and has even won numerous awards for her work, including the LVMH Young Designer Prize. Now, as she prepares to take the helm at Hermès, Wales Bonner is poised to bring a new level of excitement and innovation to the brand. Her first show is scheduled for January 2027, and I have no doubt that it will be a highly anticipated event in the fashion world. As we conclude today's journey, I want to leave you with a thought. The world of fashion may seem glamorous and distant, but it's also a reflection of our shared human experience. The stories, cultures, and traditions that shape our lives are all woven into the fabric of fashion, making it a rich tapestry that's full of surprises and discoveries. That's all for today's Charles Travels. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep on traveling.